got to head back to your roots to Smoky Mountain Wrestling, starting as yourself and eventually transitioning to Dixie Dynamite. What was your
Yes.
experience down there in Smoky Mountain?
Smoky Mountain was so much like Continental. It was again, salt of the earth wrestling fans that just loved it and wanted to be taken on that ride and forget, the predetermination of it all. And it it was just it was so fun to come in as Scott Armstrong, but then it was Jim Cornette was the one running Joe, and he came to me and said, "Hey, I have an idea, and it's kind of a kid's gimmick, but at the same time, uh, your dad is going to be like our top guy as a commissioner." And he said, "And I want to eventually get to the story of your mask comes off and you're Bob Armstrong's son." And he said, "But I don't want to do that for at least a year." And I said, "Okay." Now I don't really, honestly, I don't remember how long I was Dixie Dynamite, but it wasn't like Dixie Dynamite. It was Dixie Dynamite. He had a whole way to do it, and red mask, and I mean, it was a lot of fun because I ran to the ring with sparklers. It was a kid's gimmick. And so, and plus it meant that I could go on first and then get in my car and get out of there before the show was up. And when you're driving those Smoky Mountain roads, I promise you, you want to get out early.
Dog, as Scott brings up that vibe. Let me ask long-term storytelling. How hard is it? You have the experience behind the scenes. How hard is it to really plan out that year-long angle turn and see it come to fruition? Or does it just always change so much every 3 days after the plan was made?
Yeah, look, it's not impossible, but it's very difficult, and only because look, you're doing a live show several nights a week with athletes that are putting their lives on the line and putting their limbs on the line. You know what I mean? And so things happen and things change and people leave and so it's very hard to do, but it is possible. If it's, especially if it's your company and you plan on having it a year, then you can kind of control that. But even then, something goes down or Scotty goes down, you lose him for 2 months or 6 months if it's a knee or something. You know what I mean? Like it's very difficult to plan that out. Thank God I had help because I'm a in the moment kind of guy. I can help you get out of this moment we're in right now, but I can't see the future. You know what I mean? And plot out that long. It was a very difficult for me to do.
You talked
Uh,
earlier about the workout, discipline in your house, and we saw the physiques of you and your brothers. So, Dog, what was
What
the difference in
what are you
you?
saying?
Of
What is this? Where's this conversation going?
you may be strong, but they're a little bit more defined.
Okay, so this is fat shaming. This is about you fat shaming me right now.
I gotta tell you
No,
too.
no, it was look, it was truth be told, it was for all three of my brothers and my father, and still is for I think everybody, for you and Stevie anyway, Scotty, a part of y'all's like you work out. That's part of your deal.
yeah.
It wasn't a part of mine. You know what I mean? Like it was. I went in the military and we did a lot of running and stuff like that, and I back in the day, I used to work out a little, but it just never became like a part of my life. And Ryan, that's why I'm fat.
I get it. I'm struggling, man. It's been like 8 years since I've
That's
had a
why my
regular.
cholesterol is high. That's why I have hypertension. Those are going to be our next sponsors is Lipitor.
All right.